MrBeast did something new and the internet is just freaking out about it. Instead of just blindly throwing money at people for views, he's now curing blindness for views, which I think is a massive upgrade.
In this video, we're curing 1,000 people's blindness. It's gonna be crazy. Most of us see the world like this. But here's the thing, 200 million people see the world like this. But I just made it one less.
Oh.
All right, game's on, MrBeast clones. We're now gonna run around and we're gonna pay to get rid of curable disabilities, all in the name of YouTube clicks. Just give it about 3 months and Matthew Beam is going to be curing disabilities as well, but with way more jump cuts and way less emotion. But as you saw in his most recent video, MrBeast essentially paid for 1,000 people to have eye surgery, which then cured their blindness, which, you know, forever changes their life in a non-monetary way. Or well, in MrBeast fashion, he did throw some bags around as well.
All right, let's see if he can read it now. What does this say?
You just won $10,000.
Here you go.
Oh my gosh.
So I didn't think there was anything to criticize in this video, but Twitter sure found a way. Because today we're just going to be looking at a whole lot of opinions which are just pain and suffering in tweet format. There's something so demonic about this, I can't even articulate what it is. Bro literally gave vision to 1,000 people, and when you're out of things to criticize him for, you say it's demonic. Twitter has just proven itself that it's just filled with miserable people. This tweet was actually deleted, but thankfully I actually screenshot it in time, but it did get over 1 million impressions before it was taken down. People honestly praising MrBeast yet again. This guy does poverty tourism for cash. If he pays a person's medical bills, lottery style, without informing anyone with his platform that it's effed up he needs to do that, he's just profiting off of his ability to do so. Dude literally found a way to somehow profit off of helping people, and people still have a problem with this. What? Twitter is a confusing place. I'm sure the 1,000 people who had their eyesight restored have zero problems with this video. You know, because now they can see. And of course, there was more comments to this tweet. Using philanthropy as a means of content creation is literally using the poor for profit. He's going to make so much more money from this than he spent. And if he provided the money through a foundation he owns, he's basically able to write off the expenses and the donation. Again, are you guys mad that he figured out how to profit off of helping people? Isn't that an ideal situation here? Also, according to MrBeast, he loses about $1.5 million per video. He's focused on providing value to the world, so in return, people will come back and watch his content, and when they're presented with one of his brands to buy, they might buy them. I don't see Hershey's or McDonald's doing this, so why would I buy either of them if one of MrBeast's brands are right nearby? I don't see why people have a problem with this. If he's using his money for good, isn't that good? It's the idea that someone with a disability needs to be cured. Probably written from a non-blind person, but like that tweet is so stupid. Are you serious right now? I hope people realize that the people involved in this video, they had to sign waivers to be a part of this. It's not like he kidnapped these people and forced them to not be blind anymore. I have no particular beef with MrBeast, but doing extremely holistic things and turning it into content feels extremely icky. It kind of feels like someone recording a video of them giving a homeless guy $100, but on a millionaire scale. But let's be real here. Giving $100 to someone probably won't change their life. Giving someone their vision back, that changes the trajectory of their entire life. So you can't really compare the two. And we have Nicholas Diorio here who compiled a bunch of hot takes on the internet. So here we have that original tweet that we read earlier, and apparently MrBeast, he did kind of like respond to this. So someone like posted his tweet as a reply to this tweet. I don't understand why curable blindness is a thing. Why don't governments step up and help? Even if you're thinking purely from a financial standpoint, it's hard to see how they don't find a return on investment on taxes from people being able to work again. Very fair point. And the original poster responded, this was 5 hours ago in a massive public outcry. His video about how he's paying for medical costs should have focused on that. His episode on prison should have been about how solitary confinement is torture, not renting out an old one for his friends for the lulz. I love how people on Twitter are just so entitled that they think they should dictate on how someone executes their content. Like, bro, if you want to push your own narrative, go make those videos. Wait, you're literally just mad he isn't doing politics? Basing the episode in solitary confinement or renting out an old prison to see how long your friends can last in it is political. You need to be placed into solitary confinement. Oh, MrBeast actually replied to this thread as well. It did raise awareness and got tons of people talking. Also, what profits? The average MrBeast video lost $1.5 million last year, lol. You're engaging with a guy who doesn't care about issues beyond what Twitter likes he can get get from them, which requires him to ignore any angle other than the most outrageous and disingenuous one. Fair point. Oh look, a no-name YouTube creator is trashing the world's most famous YouTube creator for checks list, curing the blind. Yes, that's how low we've stooped today on Twitter.com. How can you possibly have an issue with MrBeast? Why wouldn't someone profit off the ability to do anything? This man has done so much good, I don't know how it's even possible to hate on him. He cured 1,000 people's blindness and you're hating. You're gonna shit on doctors for charging for services and making a profit too? I'm starting to come to the conclusion that people who just overly politicize everything are just miserable. I honestly think this tweet puts to bed the notion that MrBeast does good because he's a nice guy, when in reality, it's always about growing his brand and being liked. Twitter, rich people should help others with their money. Me, okay, I'll use my money to help people and I promise to give away all of my money before I die. Every single penny. Twitter, MrBeast bad. I mean, I understand his frustration here. Think about it yourself in MrBeast's position. If you genuinely did good things just to be a good person, why would you care about a minority of people on Twitter think? Most people still love him. He's literally the world's biggest YouTuber. Like, why would you care? Because he's human. I don't think most people realize that the internet's a very recent phenomenon. Humans aren't really evolved to understand or fathom tens of thousands of people yelling at them. So like if you're in a room with one person, right, and someone's like really upset with you, that sucks. Now, if you're in a room with 5 people who are really upset with you, it's gonna suck a little bit more. If you're in a room with 20 people who are really upset with you, that's also gonna suck. So imagine if like 10,000 people are just super mad with you, and in your eyes, you just did the best that you could do. Obviously, you're gonna react to it. It's hard not to react to it, even though if there's millions of people cheering for you, hearing that backlash, knowing that you know that you've done the best that you can do, still sucks. And then he goes on to say, like, it's amazing how much he's showing himself to be like Daddy Musk. Musk is one of the richest men in the world, legions of simps, but it's still not enough because leftists are mean to him. Both just have such a fragile egos. If I had millions to spend on good causes of my choice, and I genuinely believed in the cause, I don't think I'd give a single about what a tiny group of people online think of me. Keyword, if. If any person feels like thousands upon thousands of people are misunderstanding them, they're going to react to it. Here we have Inferno Omni, who tweeted a story and 3 pictures. Sorry if this is an unpopular opinion, but MrBeast sets off every warning bell I have off. I don't think there's any truth behind his smile or intentions. I think it's inevitably going to be a scandal when some really dark stuff comes out. It's like, who asked? Omni replied, stop trying to find evil in people who are actually making a positive difference in this world. And in response to that, she blocked him. So that really sums up most of the people's opinions we're looking at today. Oh, and apparently the guy actually responded to MrBeast saying that you're completely correct and it's gotten people talking. I will take the L on that and delete the tweet. But come on, Jimmy, are you serious? You have multiple channels, a clothing line, an international fast food chain that's in my city. You're not in the business of losing money. This guy is still criticizing him because he's making money off of his hard work and helping people and using all of his compound efforts into creating something that can help people. I'm struggling to understand what they're upset with here. A lot of these takes just give me the, you shouldn't need to be nice to people if the world was perfect. Sadly, we won't ever live in a perfect world, so let's just enjoy the little things. How about we cheer on Good Samaritism instead of trying to use Good Samaritism to push some perfect world agenda? MrBeast, please fix the entire US medical system and dismantle capitalism right now, thanks. Yeah, pretty much sums it up. And we have a Dexerto tweet saying that Twitch streamer Hassan explained why he's filled with rage from watching MrBeast's newest video where he cures 1,000 people's blindness.
You watch this video, you go, oh, how cute and how nice. I watched the video and I'm filled with rage.
What's wrong with you?
We shut off access to a 10-minute procedure because we paid it and decided that like some people just simply can't get it. It is so insanely frustrating that it's up to like one YouTube guy to like decide to make content out of it that like that people who are too poor can't just see. That's insane. Anyway, sorry. It's just like a deeply, deeply frustrating concept.
Honestly, I was just surprised to see him sitting in a chair reacting to that video. I'd assume he'd be AFK, you know? If the Atozy channel was ran by Hassan. But yeah, sure, let's take away all the good that MrBeast is doing in this video to just simply be mad that the US healthcare system sucks for the average person. Most people watching this video probably didn't even know this operation existed until they watched it. And to be fair to Hassan, he actually did have a reasonable take the day after.
Ultimately, I get why it creates this like weird, icky feeling when you watch that. But like, getting mad at him is insane. Like, I don't know. He's just making literally the most like bottom of the barrel, basic content, and almost all of it revolves around like raising funds for whatever charity the content is about. And I don't know what it is. I don't get it. I'm not saying he's a real socialist or anything like that. If you watch any of his videos and you get upset at him instead of like upset at the system that has created such a gigantic need for this kind of philanthropy to exist, I don't know what to tell you. It's healthcare that's not free that is up, okay? It's not him making videos off of it while also funding it too with those videos. I don't get how people thought you were MrBeast. I don't know either.
I mean, fair play, but with anything political, there's going to be trade-offs, and I would love that to be discussed anywhere else but on my channel because I like being that safe space from constant discourse. I love being that channel where we just look at whatever stupidity is unfolding on the internet, maybe laugh at it together, maybe we criticize it a little bit together, and then we move on with our day because, hey, life is too short to be serious all the time. MrBeast did respond to that odd backlash, which we kind of covered earlier with these two tweets. If you have a problem with MrBeast helping people for content, I feel like that's a little bit on you. And if you want to take a look at a bunch of TikTokers who are currently getting sued for absolutely trashing a Hollywood mansion, you should check out this video. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video.